Hello. Hello. Sir David the Bard. I'm coming to you from, make it up yourself, Switzerland. I'm up on the Alps looking down on the snow. Love to ski that. Yeah, I'm not a skier. Anyway, I wanted to clarify this fraud charge against Monson, the prophet, seer, and revelator of the Mormon Church, who is guided in person by Jesus Christ, in charge of the only true church on the face of the earth that has all the keys to the kingdom, and the rest of you are an abomination. According to Jesus, Jesus told Joseph Smith all the other religions are an abomination. And Jesus spent a little time teaching Reformed Egyptian to Joseph Smith so he could translate. Well, you're going to hear a lot of things, okay? I'm still trying to keep it straight in my own mind. First of all, this is not a civil case. This is a criminal case under English law. And it stems from a 2006 statute that was passed in England that you can't defraud people. You can't say, give me your money and I'll let you go to heaven. It's against the law. Well, in England, there's some history for this. Scientology, and I haven't read it, I just know it by rumor, Scientology was sued in England as a cult, and they lost. They had to pay money. Now the Mormon Church is in the same position. It is the English court magistrate against the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Monson is the president of the corporation of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, so he's the CEO. That's why his name is on the summons. Well, they had a court yesterday, and 6 attorneys showed up for the Mormon Church. One of them was a girl. 3 attorneys showed up for Phillips, basically the one who had the judge sign the summons. The rumor is that the Mormon Church lawyers were bozos. They didn't know what the hell they were doing. They didn't attack the fraud charges. They didn't attack any of the substance of the summons. They just simply said, we don't think it's right. And they also said, we think the judge was an idiot because they pressured him 2 or 3 times to do this and he didn't. We don't think it's right because the judge told him what was missing for the summons to be good. These are not facts in the Mormon Church. They're simply beliefs. We believe that Joseph Smith saw God the Father and the Son. It's not a fact, we just believe it. So anyway, Phillips' attorney just ripped him a new asshole and basically said to him, you know, this is not against religion. This is against collecting money for something that you didn't get. That's fraud. If a person says to you, here's a magic peep stone and a top hat, you can invent a religion. And you look into the peep stone and all you see is a stone. You're going to want your money back. That's what this is basically about. Now, I posted on a video or 2 back the actual courtroom Mormons or non-Mormons that were in the courtroom, and they were texting out what was going on to an individual in London, and then London was texting it to the United States, and it went up on xmormon.com, and I took it off of there, put it on my video here. We keep getting summaries. The actual Desert News reported before the Tribune some of the things that went on in court. Now that's very unusual, but I think because this is probably going to be the shit hitting the fan, the Tribune didn't want to be out front. They waited for the Desert News, the Mormons' PR newspaper, to come out first and put their spin on it. And then the Salt Lake Tribune came out and told the truth, as usual. So anyway, I've got a link down below. So far, it's the best link I have found to clarify what the hell is going on. Now, I didn't know this. Phillips is still a member of the Mormon Church. He's not excommunicated. He's not an apostate. He was a bishop in 2 or 3 wards for 5 or 6 years. And he was a state president for 5 years. He's also had the second anointing. His calling and election made sure. The Mormon Church can't excommunicate him. The Mormon Church has shot themselves in the foot 1,000,000 times, and here's another one. So, they're calling him a disgruntled member of the Mormon Church. Well, what does disgruntled mean in legal terms? I don't know. But he is a member. They haven't excommunicated him, and the English court now has dragged Monson and his group in. Now, we don't know why the 6 attorneys that represented the Mormon Church yesterday have quit. We don't know why. Those 6 are not going to be back. They told the judge, we're gone. So there appears to be another 5 or 6 or 4, whatever the Mormon Church is going to do, to hire another law firm to come in. But the 6 did not get a dismissal. Where the court case stands is next Thursday, the judge will issue a written decision. He will either dismiss the case, which means it goes away, against the Mormon Church, or it will go on to a magistrate's court. If it does that, there's going to be a trial. And there's guessing on both sides what that judge is going to do. But it appears that the Mormon Church is bringing in law firms that specialize in certain areas of the trial, or there's a law firm that said, we don't want this shit on our blanket, we're gone, get somebody else. So they all left. It appears that the Mormon lawyers are pretending they're in a Utah court. English observers are saying they're not in a Utah court. The English law takes very seriously defrauding and criminal activity. And they don't give a shit who you are, whether you're the Pope or the prophet. Jesus, if he comes in there and sells boots and says you can walk on water, he's going to go to jail there too. So anyway, take a look at the link down below. It describes the best that I have so far on what is said and what is going on and what the legal ramifications are. So I'm wishing you health in the navel, marrow in the bones, strength in the loins, and the sinews. What is that? Oh, it's supposed to be 3. 1, 2, 3. Second token of the Melchizedek priesthood. Has it a name? It has. Will you give it to me? Health in the navel, marrow in the bone, strength in the loins and in the sinews. Power of the priesthood be upon me and upon my posterity through all generations of time and throughout all eternity. Bard gone.